Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. A reminder of our main stories. President Buhari vows to recover all funds looted by past administrations, reaffirms optimism towards tackling insecurity and economic challenges. Captains of industry offer advice on rising above economic challenges through proper management of economic vision and blueprint. MASSOB agitations in the southeast turn violent. 2 policemen killed during protests in Delta State. And former Chadian President Hissène Habré sentenced to life jail imprisonment in Senegal for human rights violations. Please remember that all our top stories can be found on our websites, channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Go a step further and interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Here are some of the pictures that you sent into our Eyewitness portal. Let's begin with this video from Ogufunwa Street in Alagbole area of Ogun State showing a flood. According to our Eyewitness reporter, the flood was caused by an alleged diversion during the Ajuwon-Akute road construction. He wants the state government to re-divert the flood. This next photo is from Ketu bus stop in Ketu area of Lagos State, showing people pushing their car through the flood. Our Eyewitness reporter wants the government to act promptly as the flood is affecting traffic, business and other aspects of living. Our next image is of a gully erosion. It was sent is off Augustinian Community Road in Kashion area of Benue State. We see the deplorable state of the road, which according to our Eyewitness reporter has been in this condition for years. He's calling on the state government to repair the road to prevent it getting worse this rainy season. We have this picture from Awomuku along Umuahia Ikotekpede Road in Abia State, showing a road which, according to our Eyewitness reporter, has been abandoned for years. He alleges that the road has become a death trap and brought hardship on commuters and other users of the road. Our journey takes us to Ugwaba Obosi in Anambra State. We're seeing a picture of a dump site located near residential buildings. Our Eyewitness reporter says residents are already suffering stench from the garbage. He's calling on the appropriate government agency to clear the waste to prevent an epidemic.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Delta State Police Command has confirmed the killing of 2 of its men following a protest by members of the Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra, MASSOB, in Asaba, the Delta State capital. The police command said in a statement the group attacked police and army patrol teams at 3 locations in Delta State, where they killed 2 policemen, injured 2 others, and made away with 1 AK-47 rifle and 1 smoke gun. The demonstrators were said to have crossed into Delta State from Onitsha in Anambra State. Similar protests also took place in the Imo State capital, Owerri, where some of the MASSOB members were arrested as they gathered to stage their own protest. The MASSOB members were said to be holding road shows in commemoration of the 49th anniversary of Biafra and demanding the release of some individuals arrested by security operatives in Onitsha on Sunday morning.
Residents of Nkwo and Onitsha woke up to roadblocks mounted with bonfire by members of the Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra, MASSOB, in some parts of the state. According to the Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Hassan Kama, the suspected members of MASSOB gathered at a school premises in Nkwo with flags and charms.
We got information some group of young men whom we don't know whom they were took over a school in Po community. And when the joint task force went there, they opened fire on them. In the process, they set one of the police patrol vehicle ablaze. However, we managed to disperse them. Two of them were arrested with various charms and flags indicating rising sun. So far, we are moving around. Some package of them blocking road and burning tires and things like that. We are opening the road.
In neighboring Imo State, a similar gathering was dispersed by the police, and more than 20 members of the group were arrested for alleged disturbance of public peace. Parading the suspects at the State Police Command headquarters in Owerri, the state's capital, the State Public Relations Officer, Andrew Enwerem, says the group were rounded up around Tetlow Street by Okigwe Road at about 11 a.m., where they had converged for a shadowed protest capable of causing a breakdown of law and order.
Investigation is being carried out with a view of charging them to court for disturbing public peace and order.
Reports say members of the movement for the actualization of the sovereign states of Biafra, MASSOB, gathered in different locations across the southeast and south-south regions, including Delta, Imo, and Anambra states, to celebrate 49 years of Biafra Republic. But security operatives insist such gatherings are illegal and capable of disrupting public peace.
It is possible to soar above economic depression if a vision is reviewed and adjusted for the right results. That's the consensus by most of the speakers at the orientation program of the School of Postgraduate Studies of the University of Lagos. Our correspondent Loretta Chiogo reports that some of the speakers who are captains of industry shared their experiences of humble beginnings to encourage the students to develop their potential.
This short drama by the students of Creative Arts Department of Unilag sets the tone for talks, all bordering on the best of ways to think innovation in a depressed economy. The guest of honor, Chairman of Troika Holdings, Mr. Biodu Shobanjo, in rendering his speech, insists the School of Postgraduate is a self-teach and must be maximized.
I've had people in the past who have some of the best academic qualifications, but they really haven't lived up to the string of degrees that they hold. So really what I'm saying invariably is that we need to open our eyes and our minds to acquire knowledge. And more importantly, we need to be extremely innovative in our thinking.
It's the turn of the chairman, CEO of Channels Television, Mr. John Momo, to mount the podium. His standpoint on the theme is simple. He calls for re-strategizing, refocusing, and repositioning during periods of economic downturn.
Review your strategy and consider your approach to market in order to win for yourself adequate market acceptance. For instance, when we set up Channels, we went for that niche, news and current affairs. At that time, all those who got the licenses and who had started before me went into general programming. No problems about that, but I knew where I was going. So you've got to be able to think and see how you can separate yourself from the rest. Always think about that in your daily activities. But is that the end of the story? No. Innovation continues. Thank you very much.
Outside the auditorium, the Dean of the School of Postgraduate Studies, Professor Solomon Akimboye, re-emphasizes the importance of preparing against economic recession and distress. He speaks alongside the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the school.
There should be the need for students to get abreast of what they needed to do in order to ensure their survivability, meaning that they are not supposed to be relying on government. They should think innovatively.
What the government should be doing now is to be looking at the universities and charging them, giving them responsibility. We have this problem. We want this university to look into it and find solutions for us.
No doubt, there's no better time to tickle the minds of the postgraduate students as the nation battles to exit the grips of economic instability. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
In continuation of our assessment of various sectors of the economy in the last 1 year, tonight we turn our attention to the judiciary. What are the highs and lows, and how well has the sector fared under this administration? Our judiciary correspondent, Shola Shiele, has the report.
Throughout the election campaigns and since he came to power, President Muhammadu Buhari has consistently proclaimed that one of the main focus of his administration will be the fight against corruption. On this, the president has made good his promise, and his administration has gone after several alleged corrupt persons, with a good number of them standing trial in various courts across the country. Indeed, the law enforcement agencies also appear to have a new lease of life, and already the war against corruption has recorded its first casualty with the conviction and sentence of a former Director General of the Nigerian Maritime and Safety Agency, Mr. Raymond Omasheye. Some critics have, however, condemned the administration for not obeying court orders as regards some of these persons. Some have described the anti-corruption war as being selective.
It is never selective. Yes, since Buhari has come into power, nobody has called EFCC to say, stop this investigation, take this name, investigate the person. Never at all.
Apparently worried that these efforts may not yield the desired results, President Buhari at several fora has told the judiciary to purge itself of corruption.
People tend to think that the judiciary is all about the judges. They forget the judges are only one part of the puzzle. It's a whole system. And if the system fails, the judges fail. Right now, the system is failing the judges and failing Nigerians.
Until we pump money and make it a priority, maybe declare a state of emergency and do something. So it's all well and good for President Buhari to say, oh, judiciary is my headache. Let him walk the talk.
While the judiciary waits for better funding, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Mahmood Mohammed, has been proactive. The National Judicial Council, which he chairs, recently retired 2 judges on grounds of malpractices, while some others were reprimanded. The 2015 election petitions also kept the judiciary busy. Though the elections were largely adjudged free and fair, no fewer than 297 petitions were filed across the country. One notable highlight of the process, however, was the conflicting judgments from the tribunals and the Court of Appeal, particularly on the use of the card reader machines. The Supreme Court later dealt with these controversies. Going forward, stakeholders believe that the government needs to have a specific plan for the justice sector, the police, the prison, and other justice sector institutions.
I do apologize for the loss of audio in some of the tracks in that report, but we'll have more on the review of the judiciary when we come back after the break. Joining us on the news at 10 is legal practitioner Mr. Jiti Oguyin. He'll be joining us right after the break. Please join us again.